Superstar Dolph Ziggler, Ricochet,
AJ Styles,
Seth freaking Rollins, and this is BrettO Live on YouTube.
What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video today for the Week in Review, episode 105. We're going to start off with Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania, which is always a good show, right? I wouldn't say this year. I think this is one of the worst Raws after WrestleMania ever. Just by the way that they booked the people. I don't know. It was weird. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to jump right in. Starting over here was a match between Matt Riddle and Bobby Lashley. Of course, Bobby Lashley coming off of his win at WrestleMania, looking like an absolute beast, and he's going to continue to look like an absolute beast in this match. He buried Matt Riddle, literally. It had to have been like a 15-minute match, maybe. He wrecked Matt Riddle. It had to have been Riddle only getting like maybe 3 moves in the entire time. And then Bobby Lashley was able to lock in the Hurt Lock, tap out Riddle, and basically just look like a dominant WWE champion, basically. That was the beginning of the show, and I'm like, okay, I mean, you know, they buried Riddle, former United States champion too, and, you know, whatever. That was okay. Moving over here, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler versus Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. Before this match, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were getting made fun of by Nia Jax for slipping down the ramp at WrestleMania 37, which was real. But in this match, we saw Nia Jax slip, quote-unquote, slip twice in this match. And right after she did that, of course, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke had a little laugh. And then they're like, no, we don't want any part of you guys anymore. And they walked away. And I'm like, what? That makes no sense whatsoever. So yeah, literally, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were about to, you know, they could have had a chance to win this match, get a future tag team title opportunity. But they squandered it by walking away and getting counted out. I didn't understand this whatsoever. I'm like, are you kidding me? That was just so stupid. I don't even know. Moving over here, I enjoyed this. Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders, are back. Super glad to see them back in the ring. Of course, Ivar's been injured, and that's been forcing Eric to be in the 24/7 championship picture, which was so stupid. So glad to see him back in a tag team match. They went up against the former Hurt Business Show, Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, 2-on-2 tag team match, and they won. They hit the Viking Experience to pick up the victory, and yeah, you gotta think that they're gonna be looking for a Raw Tag Team Championship opportunity against Omos and AJ Styles, who weren't even on this show, by the way, in the future. So yeah, that wasn't bad whatsoever, but yeah, they just picked up the victory. Pretty basic. Moving over here, it was Miz and Morrison versus Damian Priest. 2-on-1 handicap match, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna put Priest over here, guaranteed. Damian Priest is gonna dub this match. He's gonna wreck both of these guys, but no, he didn't. I was very shocked. We had Maurice on ringside, of course, because Miz and Mrs. I guess a new season was premiering after Raw, so yeah, I guess they wanted to display Miz and Maurice together for, of course, that show. But yeah, in the end, Priest tore off the pants and the shirt of the Miz because he was still in a suit from Miz TV, and then Maurice basically just distracted Damian Priest. Miz pinned Damian Priest with the legs on the rope, getting extra leverage, and won. And I'm like, what? And basically this entire thing was to put over Bad Bunny's performance at WrestleMania. Because, of course, on Miz TV, that's what all they were doing. And, yeah, Damian Priest lost, and Miz and Morrison beat the crap out of him, basically. Wouldn't beat the crap out of him, but they basically just embarrassed him. Whatever. Moving over here, that was terrible, by the way. New Day versus Elias and Jackson Riker. Didn't really expect too much from this match. New Day ended up picking up the victory. I gotta admit, it was kind of funny when Elias was trying to do his performance, and then every time he'd strung the guitar, the trumpet would go off. Francesca, I thought that was hilarious. But when we're talking about the match, it was just okay. The New Day was able to pick up the victory over Jackson Riker and Elias. Nothing crazy, like I said. I mean, they hit the midnight hour off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. New Day picks up the victory. Nothing crazy, man. You know what I mean? Moving over here, Charlotte. She had a promo basically just saying all the women are lucky that she wasn't on WrestleMania because they actually got an opportunity instead of her because she's the best, I guess. And then it was a match, Rhea Ripley versus Asuka, rematch for the Raw Women's Championship. It was an okay match. All the way up until the ending, we had Charlotte interfere and ruin it, causing a disqualification, which Rhea Ripley retains. But yeah, she basically just left Rhea Ripley and Asuka down, slammed her into the steel stairs, big boot. And yeah, just left him down, so Charlotte guarantee is going to be coming after Rhea Ripley's Raw Women's Championship. That was okay. Moving over here, this was a little interesting. So Alexa Bliss had her playground session backstage, basically just saying how she has a new friend, Abby, I think her name was, or was it Lily. Oh yeah, it was Lily. It's like a weird puppet looking thing. And yeah, I guess that's our new tag team partner instead of Bray Wyatt. But whatever, that was weird. And she said, yeah, the Dark has unleashed something different in me. So maybe she's going to be coming after the Women's Championship. Because again, Rhea Ripley did eliminate her from the Royal Rumble. So you never know. She could bring that up. But yeah, and then Bray Wyatt had his Firefly Funhouse episode and basically just said that there's going to be a new Bray Wyatt, a new Fiend reborn. So yeah, it was okay, I guess. Moving over here, Adam Pearce made a match for the main event. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Braun Strowman, triple threat. Winner faces Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania Backlash. And yeah, that's the name of the next pay-per-view. WrestleMania Backlash. Not Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. But yeah, this could have been great. I gotta say, this match could have been great. Oh my gosh, it could have been. But it wasn't, in my opinion. I mean, there was good action. Good action between the men. Hard hitting with Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, reliving that rivalry again. Yeah, it was a good match. And then we saw Drew McIntyre hit the Claymore. 1, 2, 3. Pick up the victory. I'm like, again? Come on, man. How many times are we going to see Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship? So Drew McIntyre is going to be facing Bobby Lashley again at Backlash for the WWE Championship. I want it to be Randy Orton so bad. Even Braun Strowman, somebody different, man. But no, it was Drew McIntyre again. Then right after the match, freaking Retribution, I guess, is a new part of the Hurt Business, and they attacked Drew McIntyre. I literally lost full interest for this rivalry now. Like, I was a little into it, but now I'm completely out of it because of dumb Retribution. But yeah, honestly, in my opinion, they ruined the entire ending of the show because I was so mad to see them again because I cannot stand that group. And big announcement right now. You guys have probably been seeing the past episodes 104 and everything before that. I've been doing ratings 1 out of 10. Or yeah, 1 to 10. Now I'm going to change the rating scale to 1 to 5. I think it's going to be a little easier. So this, of course, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. This show, I'm going to give it a solid 2 out of 5. Yeah, you guys know why. It was probably the worst Raw after WrestleMania of all time. But yeah, now we're going to get into SmackDown. Yes, we're going to be doing the same thing, going over it in a setup style, tell you guys what happened, tell you what I thought about it. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Over here was Shayna Baszler versus Natalya in a one-on-one match. Wasn't really expecting too much from this match. Basically just 2 big distractions on ringside, Tamina and Nia Jax. I was very disappointed with how they did this match. Just a couple distractions on ringside allowed Natalya to pick up the victory. And then Nia Jax tried to attack her at the end, and then Tamina just booted Nia Jax out of there. I'm like, okay, that was kind of lame, but yeah, that was kind of boring. Moving over here, Bianca Belair. She just did a little celebration outside of the ring with Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. It was okay. She just basically said how she made history at WrestleMania, and she's the SmackDown Women's Champion, and yeah, it was alright, I guess. That was okay. Moving over here, we had the Dirty Dogs, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode going up against Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. I really enjoyed this match. It was a tag team match, and as you guys know, I love the Dirty Dogs. Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and they freaking retained yet again. Very similar ending to how their tag team match ended last week when they retained on the WrestleMania edition of SmackDown. Dolph Ziggler basically just sneaked the victory, which is totally legally. Tagged himself in without Montez Ford knowing, hit a sneaky zigzag, and then pinned Montez Ford 1, 2, 3 to retain the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They're indeed a couple of dirty dogs. But yeah, I really enjoyed this match again, and they retained, and I'm really glad that the Street Profits did not pick it up, because I honestly, in my opinion, I feel that they're kind of boring champions. Moving over here, it was a match between Otis and Rey Mysterio, of course, with Dominic on ringside, and you did have Chad Gable on ringside as well. It was an okay one-on-one match, not bad in the end. We saw Rey Mysterio jump off the middle rope and turn it into a backslide on Otis. 1, 2, 3. Otis was not able to kick out of it, and Otis got beat by Rey Mysterio. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's actually kind of shocking. I thought Otis had it in the bag when he was on the middle rope about to do that frog splash that he normally does. But no, Rey Mysterio was able to pick it up with that little backslide there. I'm like, wow, okay, not bad, Rey Mysterio. Moving over here, it was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in a WrestleMania rematch. This was another pretty good friggin' match of the night. I really enjoyed this one. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, putting on another stunning match between each other. Just, again, just so much chemistry between these two. They've known each other for such a long time. That obviously helps. But yeah, very disappointing ending to this. We saw Sami Zayn on the outside, referee's getting 8, he's walking away, he's getting a 9, I'm like, oh no, and then 10, Sami Zayn intentionally gets himself counted out, saying he doesn't have to face Kevin Owens. I was a little disappointed on how they ended this, but at least they're going to keep it going, because I do like this rivalry between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But then, of course, Kevin Owens just ran up the ramp, grabbed Sami Zayn, brought him back in the ring, Stone Cold Stunner, and yeah, just left him there. But yeah, I'm glad that they're keeping this rivalry going. But as far as the match goes, I didn't like how they ended it, but it wasn't a bad match whatsoever. And of course, moving over here, we had the main event of the show. It was supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Cesaro, but the coward that Roman Reigns is, he put him up against Jey Uso to see if he's capable to face Roman Reigns. It was Jey Uso versus Cesaro, main event of the show. Not a bad match. It was pretty good all the way up again. Until the ending. We had Cesaro looking like he's about to win. He just hit the corkscrew uppercut, about to go for maybe the swing or the freaking gotch neutralizer. And no, Seth Rollins out of nowhere attacks Cesaro. And he doesn't really beat the crap out of him, but he just attacks him to hear that bell. You guys... Boom. Just to hear that bell, since Cesaro does not get an opportunity at Roman Reigns for the Universal title. He just disqualifies him, basically, saying he doesn't get a chance to pin Jey Uso, and then just leaves the ring and says, it's not over till I say it's over. So I guess it's not over between Cesaro and Seth Rollins, which is insane. So maybe they have another match at WrestleMania Backlash. Winner of that will probably be the next contender for Roman Reigns. Because Seth Rollins and Cesaro, I could see both of them going up against Reigns in the future. I think that would be epic. But yeah, not a bad way to end the show. But yeah, guys, that was SmackDown. Again, we're doing the new rating scale of 1 through 5. This show for me is gonna get a solid 2 out of 5. It was a decent show. Just the boring and crappy stuff way overpowered the good stuff, in my opinion. But yeah, this show's gonna get a 2 out of 5 from me. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live out.